Charles Darwin, you heard of this guy? I think his grandpa was a pastor. You heard of his book? What was the title? You were told Survival of the Fittest. Let me tell you the whole title. On the Origin of Species by the Means of Natural Selection, or the Preservation of Favored Races in the Struggle for Life. What he said was, some races are more evolved than others. He said, quote, Charles Darwin did, at some future period not very distant, as measured by centuries, the civilized races of men will almost certainly exterminate and replace the savage races throughout the world. What happens then is there is a philosopher named Thomas Malthus, historically, and he took Darwinian evolution to its logical and sociological conclusion. He also posited that we have overpopulation, scarcity of resources. We're all going to die, therefore some of us need to die. This led to birth control and forced sterilization, particularly of those who were deemed less fit. He was the underlying philosophical premise for something called Nazi Germany. In addition, we then saw human beings put into gas chambers and furnaces. And it was so horrific that people opposed the concentration camps. So instead, a woman named Margaret Sanger decided to make little concentration camps and call them clinics. She applied Darwin and Malthus as a governmental and sociological experiment, and the concentration camps became clinics. Not shockingly, they were put in neighborhoods for poor people and those who were considered less fit. I had someone pull it up. There isn't one in Scottsdale, but all the poor neighborhoods around Scottsdale, that's where the abortion clinics are. In 1933, Margaret Sanger, founder of Planned Parenthood, which means Planned White Parenthood, had a magazine called the Birth Control Review, and she published the article Eugenic Sterilization, an Urgent Need by Ernst Rudin, Hitler's director of genetic sterilization and founder of the Nazi Society for Racial Hygiene. That same year, she published E.A. Whitney's article, Selective Sterilization, in which they praised and defended Nazi racial programs. To this day, the clinics are in poor neighborhoods. We have almost 1 million abortions a year in the United States of America. 29% of the population is Black and Hispanic, but they account for 55% of all abortions. Pastor Mark, this is political. No, this is biblical. God made life. God made life. Margaret Sanger said, quote, birth control appears to the advanced radical because it is calculated to undermine the authority of the Christian churches. I look forward to seeing humanity free someday from the tyranny of Christianity, no less than capitalism. That day has come. Here's what I am telling you. I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. There is one God, He made this planet. There is one God, He rules this planet. There is one God, and He has spoken to this planet. He says that all nations, all races, all classes, all colors, all creeds are equally His image bearers, made in His image and likeness. That all life is sacred from womb to tomb. If you care about justice, you need Jesus. That's what I am saying.